absorb kasi yun yung tubig. Questions about the stratum corneum? None?
None, sir.
Nakapti pa?
S. So, here's S.
Senyor, ito ba sorpresa, spinosa, sorpresa.
Okay na? Next, we have your stratum lucidum. So, stratum lucidum provides an additional layer of protection and is made up of clear, fat, and dead keratinocytes. Ano naman ang keratinocytes? Ano? Cells? Ano si keratinocytes? Your keratinocytes are the ones who make keratin. It helps reduce friction and shear forces between the layers, only found in thick skin like palms and soles. So meaning, another purpose of your lucidum, tungod kay kita lang siya sa palms and soles of the foot, it also helps in gripping. Kay mostly, ang grip lang man sa atin is our hands and feet. Okay na? Or nakabi pa? Next, we have your stratum granulosum. Contains keratinocytes that are in the process of dying. These cells produce keratohyalin granules, which contribute to the formation of the stratum corneum and water retention, and also heat regulation of the skin. So meaning, si granulosum, if for ginamita ng water retention, if tamaan na bala kainit, example, nababad ka sa adlaw, it helps keep the moisture sa skin and prevent it from drying up. And also heat regulation, amo na nga, tama na kainit, ginapasungaw ya, amo na nga ka-sweat si individual. Ang papel tapos na tanan attendance. Not yet. Hindi na. Kita ko lang sa inyo sa kilid. Ito ga super ano dito mo na sa likod. Or wala ka mga coffee. Okay, so next we have your spinosum. It provides strength and flexibility to the skin. It contains keratinocytes that are connected by desmosomes, giving the layer a spiny appearance. It contains Langerhans cells which play a role in immune system. And it is an added layer of protection. So bali, ang purpose ni spinosum, if you summarize it, it is an added layer of protection. Protection na sa mga parts na under na sa kay spinosum. And lastly, for your epidermis, we have your stratum basale. It is the deepest layer of your epidermis and responsible for the generation of new keratinocytes. Also contains melanocytes, Merkel cells, and it is a single layer of cuboidal or colloidal cells. Okay. Ano naman si melanocytes? Produsang melanin. So, ano si melanin? Skin color. So, if damo ko melanin, ano ka kang skin color?
First ako.
Black it dyan, hindi pwede dark color.
First.
Okay. So, the more melanin si patient, the more melanin ang tao, the darker the color. Kung less melanin, medyo lighter color sang tao. Next, we have your Merkel cells. Nakilala si Merkel cells? Wala pa? Yes. S, A, hindi ko discuss na. Merkel cells are the receptors, sensory receptors of the skin. Specifically, what sensation ang naka-detect ni Merkel? Ha? Hindi pa, kusang niyo mo explore. So, Merkel's, may pagkita mo diya ako ng receptors of naara sa skin. Pero kay si Merkel cells ang danay ang nagwa si Merkel ang nagihambal ko for now. So Merkel cells ang iya gina-detect is your light touch. Ano ang light touch? Kakilala ka mo light touch. May light touch, deep pressure, light touch. Ano ang light touch? This is your light touch. So, si Merkel cells na ang ga-detect sa light touch. Okay? So far, question about your epidermis. None? Let's proceed.
Sir.
So melanocytes are cells in stratum basale responsible for producing melanin. And melanin, our skin color, are not just skin, hair, and eye color as well. And protection against ultraviolet light from the sun. So meaning, if si tao or si individual, the more melanin the patient has, the more protected they are from UV rays. Again, the more melanin nga may ara sa isa ka taho, the more protected they are from UV light. Meaning, the darker the color ng taho, mas protected sila sa UV. Next, we have your dermis, or also known as your sorry, wala ko binutang, hindi kayo natin all binubutang pa sa PowerPoint. Dermis, the other name for your dermis is your true skin. True skin. It is the thickest layer of connective tissues below the epidermis, which forms the true skin. True skin, ako niyang other name, dermis. It is responsible for most of the strength of the skin, containing the capillaries, nerve endings, sweat glands, hair follicles, lymphatic vessels, and smooth muscles. Collagen protein fibers make the dermis tough. So, if si epidermis is a vascular, si dermis naman is vascular. Ay natitanan niya blood vessels, lymphatics, nerve endings, dili na siya tanan-tanan makita sa imo nga dermis. Next, we have the papillary layer of the dermis. It is the uneven dermal region containing blood vessels that supply the overlying dermis with oxygen and nutrients. So, tungod kay si epidermis, wala blood. So, paano siya kakuha blood supply? Kakuha siya blood supply through tungod kayo ang papillary layer ni dermis uneven. So, ano na siya kanina tawag? I forgot ang term, sorry. Pero tungod sa uneven na dermal region ni dermis or the papillary layer, dira siya gakuha sa iyang blood supply. Kaya dira gaagi ang mga blood vessels and everything. Dermal papillae are finger-like projections from the superior surfaces of the papillary layer that indents the epidermis above, which helps improve the grip. Next, you have the reticular layer of the dermis. It is the deepest layer of dense, irregular connective tissue containing blood vessels, sweat glands, oil glands, and phagocytes. Ano si phagocyte? Discuss sa tissue. Ano si phagocytes? Ano? Cell tissue. It is continuous with the subcutaneous tissue and forms a mat of irregularly arranged fibers that are resistant to stretching in any directions. And last layer is your hypodermis. Anong other name ni hypodermis? Other name of your hypodermis, kakilala sang other name ni hypodermis. Ano? Subcutaneous tissue. Subcutaneous tissue, ang other name ni hypodermis. Pero hypodermis, hindi kay dermis na malang katanan para masapos hypodermis. It is a layer of loose subcutaneous adipose tissue found deep in the dermis and is not considered as part of the skin but anchors the skin with the underlying organs, muscles, and bones. Serves as a shock absorber and insulates the deeper tissues from extreme temperature changes. Supplies the skin with blood, vessels, and nerves. And questions about the skin layers? None? None? Sige. Ano yung sa unang-una, dito sila na. Kain na lang kung number.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Iyan, pwede. Ano? Ari na lang si protection, si I,
Isolation.
E,
Exploration.
ano?
Eliminate.
Ano si E?
Eliminate.
Eliminates? Ano eliminate mo? Kaya E? Eliminates?
Waste and toxin.
Waste and toxins. Okay. Number.
1.
Mali, no?
1, sure? Sige, 1 ikaw. Ano si S?
This is vitamin B.
Si O?
Oil production but because
Okay, hindi mo Hindi ako naman matokso.
ito certificate.
Ito ka mo, how?
Sige, budlay ako na.
Si... Sorry kung ginaano ko yung mga pangalan. Pico?
Ano na?
Ano purpose ni Lucido? Hmm? Protection? Ang wala na? Lambati. Ay, ikaw. Granulosum. Ano si granulosum? Swap. Granulosum. Yes. Ito taon, lasin nyo. Hindi masyado. Balikan ko na lang later. Sige, siyempre, ang dason sa imo, sino na? Limbas. Sino ka detect light touch? Pinoso. Specific. Hindi sa layer. Specifically. Si sino ka detect light touch? No, not the layer. Mayroon agad siya specific nga receptor to detect this sensation. Dermato. Ang dermato mo, pagkasi mo. Dermato. It is your Merkel cells. Sige, malast ko ah.
Terus pwede ka Merkel man.
M-E-R.
Merkels.
Gubaton.
Ay, asleep. Jonyo.
Bening.
Si corneum. Ano si corneum?
Subscription. Ito.
So, for gas ang layers.
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed sa accessory organs of the skin. First, hair. Hair has minor protective functions and help keep foreign particles out of the respiratory tract. So, meaning, ang buhok sa ilong are protective, has protective functions. Ano ang tawag sa buhok sa ilong?
Cilia.
Ano spelling sa cilia?
C-I-L-L-I-A.
Basta cilia. It is to protect any foreign objects na magsulod or any foreign particles na magsulod sa respiratory tract. Hair is found everywhere on the skin except palms, soles, lips, nipples, parts of the external genitalia, and distal segments of fingers and toes. wait, ano pa ito may... Tanaw ko na ako na cheat sheet. Cheat sheet, ano kita? So there are two types of two types of hair. So we have, so wala ko na siya gimutang. We have your, ay, gamay-gamay ako na. Terminal and your venous. Two types of hair. Two types of hair. Again, two types of hair. You have your
Terminal and
you have
venous.
your venous. For your terminal, wala na siya. It is I'm sorry. Terminal, coarse and thick, villous, short and thin. Again, terminal, short, coarse and thick, villous, short and thin. Example of your terminal, anong mga matsyag nyo ang
Buhok sa ulo.
yes. So, bali, ang terminal, we have scalp. Ano pa? Sa ano?
Pubic hair.
Nabatian ko to. Yes. Actually, ano siya?
Pubic
Yung,
hair.
pubic hair. Yung, yes. Pubic hairs. Ano pa? Ano pang mga examples ng coarse and thick niya na buhok?
Sa armpit.
Body hair. Body hair.
Body hair.
Also,
Likod. Facial hair.
Ito again. Body hair.
Facial hair.
Leg hair.
Ano to na terminal. Coarse and thick.
Coarse mo na.
Body hair. Actually, body hair.
Facial hair.
Ano pa?
So, ano siya? Ano siya? Facial
Eyelash.
hair.
Eyelashes and your eyebrows. See, facial hair. I think no. I think si facial hair means. Ah, when I mean body hair, ano ga? Chest.
Just,
Kay si arms and legs. Legs. Chest hair or isa pa na lang ng body hair. Chest hair. Delay, arms and legs. Ano pa ganyan eh? Facial hair.
Cilia.
Ano pa?
Cilia.
Cilia. That is in your Venus. Any questions?
Answer.
taon, sorry. Arms and legs kang facial hair. Any questions about the hair? Ay, napatay. Okay na? Let's proceed. Next, we have nails. Nails is a thin plate consisting of layers of dead stratum corneum that contains a very hard type of keratin. So, bali, aton ko are keratin or dead layers of stratum corneum. It is a modification of the epidermis with its roots embedded in the skin. Next, your oil glands. Anong other name ni oil glands?
Sebaceous gland.
Ano?
Sebaceous
Sebaceous gland, yes. So, sebaceous gland or your oil glands are located in the dermis and found all over the skin except on the palms and soles of feet. Sorry, sebum. Nadi siya M, nadi siya sebum. Ano ka magsiling nga sebo, how?
Oil.
Ang oil.
Oil.
Muna siya nga sebum. So it is produced by the oil gland, which is a mixture of oily substances that lubricate the skin, making it soft and moist, as well as preventing the hair from becoming preventing the hair from becoming brittle. It contains chemicals that kills bacteria. Again, sebum, making the skin soft and moist and preventing the hair from becoming brittle, and contains chemicals that kills bacteria. So, sa mga oily face na, it is a, wala na, okay. Good job, oily. Next, we have, okay. Hold lang. After your oil glands, we have your sweat glands. So, sweat glands, anong other name naman ni sweat glands? Hmm? Other name ni sweat glands.
Pores.
Pituitary gland.
Exhale.
No, types of sweat glands. Or, yes, it is your sudoriferous gland.
Pseudo. P-S-E-U. Like, okay. Pseudo.
Ay, sorry, Gag. Naka-on mo. Sudoriferous. So, your sweat glands are widely distributed in the skin and secretes sweat through the pores to help in thermoregulation. Eccrine or your merocrine is the most common type of your sweat gland and is found all over the body skin but are numerous in the palms and soles of the feet. The next type of your sweat gland, we have your apocrine. Your apocrine is confined to the axilla around the anus, the genital areas. They do not help regulate temperature and become active during puberty. So the apocrine cells or apocrine pores are metabolized by bacteria to cause odor. So the apocrine ang may odor, eccrine and your merocrine wala odor for thermoregulation sa'yo. Okay na? And lastly, we have your ceruminous glands. Are specialized sweat glands that are located in the ear canal. Produces earwax which protects the ear by trapping dust, microbes, and other foreign particles, preventing them from reaching the eardrum. Earwax also has antimicrobial properties. Ceruminous gland because the medical term for your earwax is cerumen. Cerumen.
CARUMEN.
Another term for your earwax is cerumen. Any questions for your introduction of integumentary system? None? None.